Baloch activist Mir Yar Baloch announced Balochistan's independence from Pakistan on social media. Sparking major online attention, he called for UN peacekeepers, asked the Pakistani army to withdraw and requested support for diplomatic recognition. Namaskar, welcome to Habees TV. I'm Shashi Rai. The phrase Republic of Balochistan announced started trending on social media after Baloch leaders, including activist Mir Yar Baloch, said that Balochistan is now an independent country, separated from Pakistan. Mir Yar Baloch, who is a writer and supporter of Baloch rights, shared the news on the social media platform X. He asked the Indian government to let Balochistan open an embassy in New Delhi and also requested the United Nations to send peacekeepers to Balochistan. He called on the Pakistan army to leave the area. This bold declaration comes at a time when Balochistan has become a major problem for Pakistan. The Baloch Liberation Army has made life miserable for the Pakistan army. The situation is so dire that even their terrorist allies are unable to provide them protection. Meanwhile, China, Pakistan's big brother, appears helpless and frustrated. This is because China has invested $62 billion through the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor to gain access to the Arabian Sea via Balochistan, and now that investment is under threat. Baloch insurgents have launched an all-out war in the region. Their targets are not only Pakistani security forces but also Chinese investments. The BLA is repeatedly attacking Pakistan's military, including military bases. According to BLA spokesperson Jian Baloch, while India and Pakistan were dealing with military tensions, the Baloch Liberation Army opened another front against the Pakistani military. In occupied Balochistan, we launched 71 attacks across more than 51 locations, lasting for several hours. The targets include military convoys, intelligence centers, and mineral transport vehicles. Baloch said the aim of these attacks was not just to eliminate the enemy, but to test the army's preparedness, ground control, and defense positions in preparation for a bigger war. Now, question is, why is the BLA fighting the Pakistani army? The answer lies in a decades of discrimination against the region and its people. Balochistan is Pakistan's most resource-rich province, yet it remains severely underdeveloped. The Gwadar port, which lies in Balochistan, was handed over to China, but Balochistan received no benefit from the project. That's why the local people are constantly protesting against Chinese projects. Balochistan makes up about 46% of Pakistan's land area, but its population is only 1.5 crore. It's just 6% of Pakistan's total population. Around 70% of the people live below the poverty line. Moreover, ethnic Baloch face severe discrimination at the hand of the Punjabi-dominated Pakistan elite. Baloch individuals are rarely, if ever, appointed to top positions in the Pakistani army. This discrimination is the root cause of BLA's armed struggle. Recent attacks by BLA, May 7, 12 soldiers killed, May 6, 6 soldiers killed, May 16, 2025, 90 soldiers killed, May 12, 2025, 10 hijacked, 200 soldiers killed. February 1st, 2025, 18 paramilitary soldiers killed. January 4, 2025, 43 soldiers killed. From January 4 to May 7, 2025, the BLA has killed more than 360 Pakistani soldiers. Now let's talk about the historical background of Balochistan. The story of modern-day Balochistan dates back to 1876, when it was ruled by the Kalat state under the British Raj. That year, the British signed a treaty with Kalat, recognizing it as a protectorate similar to Sikkim and Bhutan. This meant internal affairs remained under Kalat's control, while defense and foreign policy were handled by the British. In 1946, when British withdrawal from India became inevitable, Mir Ahmad Khan, ruler of Kalat, appointed Muhammad Ali Jinnah as a legal advisor to argue Kalat's case. On August 4, 1947, a meeting was held in Delhi with Mir Ahmad Khan, Jinnah and Jawaharlal Nehru, where the idea of an independent Balochistan was discussed. Jinnah supported Kalat's independence. British Viceroy Lord Mountbatten agreed that Kalat was not obliged to join India or Pakistan. Jinnah suggested merging Kalat, Kharan, Lasbela and Makran into an independent Balochistan. Following this, on August 11, 1947, a treaty was signed and Balochistan was declared independent. However, a critical clause left Pakistan in charge of Balochistan's defense. On August 12, 1947, Mir Ahmad Khan declared independence and traditional Kalat flag was raised in mosques. But just 1 month later, on September 12, the British government declared that Balochistan was not capable of functioning as an independent state. In October 1947, Mir Ahmad Khan visited Pakistan, hoping for Jinnah's support, but Jinnah insisted Balochistan should join Pakistan, which Khan refused. After this, pressure from Pakistan increased. Mir Ahmad Khan ordered his commander, Brigadier General Parvez, to gather troops and arms. Parvez went to London in December 1947 for weapons, but was told that British support required Pakistan's approval. Then on March 18, 1948, Jinnah declared Kharan, Lasbela and Makran as separate entities. He won over many local chiefs, leaving Mir Ahmad with little support. Khan reportedly sought help from India and Afghanistan but was unsuccessful. On March 26, 1948, Pakistan's army invaded Balochistan and took control. This created deep resentment among the Baloch people. In response, Prince Karim Khan, brother of Mir Ahmad Khan, organized a nationalist movement and started an armed rebellion against Pakistan. Though the movement was crushed and leaders were arrested, it sparked a legacy of resistance that continues today. Now the conflict has escalated to such a level that even the Pakistani army is overwhelmed. Thanks for watching. Keep watching Habis TV. Namaskar.